It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. And do we have a lot to talk about? Guys, we're back to talk about 90 Day Fiance the other way. And honestly, this is one hell of a show. I have to say, before we jump into it, first of all, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. Show some love. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. But I'm not upset with this season of 90 Day. I feel like, and we've talked about this with Jason and Kempire, I feel like the season is at least better than Happily Ever After. Well, I'm not going to just go on, even though I could. Let's bring up Jason and Kempire. Hi, guys.
What's going on?
What's up?
What are you laughing about?
I think we're always laughing at you.
Am I a clown?
Okay, you
No,
just leaving
I
it
was a
wide
clown.
open.
Okay. All right. So Kempire, Jason, Kempire, I'm going to start with you. If you had to give this an episode a 1 to 10, what would we give it?
Oh, this was a good. I was a little frightened that we wouldn't have anything so far, and this is what, episode 3. I would give this a solid 8. This was good.
Okay.
This was good.
I'm not mad at that. Jason?
I'm going to give it, the same, an 8. I've liked the first 2 episodes. I really have.
Well, this is actually the 3rd episode, Jason.
3rd episode. Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be talking to you about this.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start off with one of my favorite couples because I love this couple. I know that they're going to just make it. I can see it for them. It actually is the only couple that makes me excited about watching the show. I'm always rooting for them. Anyone who watches this knows this. Ginny and Smith.
Really?
Compare your face.
Because I'm not sure if he's being sarcastic or not.
Oh, I'm being sarcastic as hell.
Oh, God. I was hoping so.
Yeah, definitely.
I am rooting for them.
Kempire, why? Tell me why.
10 years. They are fighting for their love. They've gone through a lot of challenges, and of course, some of it is for TV, so they can live off of her Social Security and her 90-day check. But I do believe that there's love. Remember, this was a pandemic. This couple made it through a pandemic. Some people did not. That have been together for many, many years. They've been together 10 years fighting for their love.
Jason has Ferragamo's older than that.
Okay, all right. I know you guys just had a little fashion situation, but don't name drop.
Don't carry it over.
Okay. Jason?
I don't know. I mean, part of me thinks she needs to just go back and retire to Palm Springs and have a good life and hopefully meet someone. I don't know if they're just used to the toxicity or the separation, but when they're together, they're always arguing. I don't know. I thought it was funny how the whole missionary thing really blew up really quickly. You put her through all of that just to
and she was selling herself too. I have to say that she was she was doing the chant, she was going through the beads, and she was like, I can do this. And all of a sudden at the end, she's like, okay, so I want to be a missionary. And he's like, okay, well, let me just tell you, sometimes it takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years to be a devotee. It doesn't just happen overnight. And she looks at him and she's immediately checked out of the conversation. She's like, bitch, how many years?
There is not an easy way to immigrate to a country. And I mean, pretty much unless you get married, so.
Right. Where are you?
I don't know.
That's what I don't understand.
You know what I need to do? What we should do is have a camera track Kempire when he goes to to Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam, yes.
And not New Amsterdam. And let's track his journey. Maybe he's going to find someone and he'll be on 90 Day Fiance the other way. I'd be rooting for that.
Kempire, will you be on 90 Day the other way?
You never know. You never know what might happen.
They'll make you give up your channel. They will while you film. You have to.
Oh, well, then I won't.
Oh.
For your entertainment purposes?
No, no, I just want you to find love in a hopeless place.
People don't know how you shaded me the other day behind the scenes. It
was
just
the other day.
Shade.
I didn't shade. This is what I said.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Tamara Tattles. I just said you were like a little bit of a Rinna that day. Today, I'm not getting Rinna vibes.
I wasn't
Honestly,
even talking about that time.
Oh,
Okay,
was
now
that
I
like
do.
Darcy and Stacy?
Oh my
Oh
god!
my gosh.
No.
Oh,
No one is talking about them at all.
Yeah.
To go back to Jenny and Smith really quick. Can he not just go get a new passport? Like, you know how you lose your passport, you can go get a new passport. Apparently I don't know what it's like in India if because his in-laws have possession of his passport, he can't just go get a new passport and say he lost that one.
remember though, it's a pandemic. A lot of things were closed. India more than ever suffered a lot during the pandemic. They probably are literally still.
But later on, they had more of the hit. I don't know where we are in the timeline of filming.
No. Any excuse that this man can come up with, he will have. He's like, oh, it's a pandemic. No, bullshit. I'm hangry, guys, and I'm here to just call this out because this relationship is a no. The fact that he's even trying to get her to be a devotee, marry her.
I thought that
years.
was so hilarious. I really thought that I was like, wow, there's an easy way to I was like, oh, maybe I should become a missionary. Maybe I should join those guys at Union Square here in New York City and say Hare Krishna.
Okay, you're going to go to Amsterdam and think you're going to become a missionary and you're going to end up eating the space cakes and you'll be good.
Not the space cakes. What do you know about the space cakes?
I don't know shit.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, my whole point is here. I understand where Kempire is coming from. And Natalie P., thank you so much. I understand where Kempire is coming from when he says Ginny and Smith, they have a love story. And this has been 10 years in the making. But one thing I have to say, and I just want to say it so humbly, kindly, as nice as I possibly can. This foundation is built on a lie. All of it.
A couple
This
of
is
lies.
a catfished woman. She has been catfished. He lied to her. He became somebody who he actually wasn't, who really he was in the first place, which is really so confusing, but I'm trying to understand it. And then you said after 4 visits, you would marry this woman. To this day, you haven't followed through on one thing. You're living off her Social Security, and it's disgusting. I'm out.
Damn, there are a lot of lies. There was the picture, the whole catfish. There was the whole marriage situation. And then there was a whole then them getting married situation. Damn, there's been a lot of lies.
There's been a lot of lies. Linda Newell Kelly said, did someone on 90 Day just die?
No.
Not that I know of.
I know Norm Macdonald, the comedian from Saturday Night Live, passed away from cancer.
Oh, that's sad, but that's not 90 Day. So no, not 90 Day, but we'll keep an eye out. Thank you for asking that question because I'm curious.
No.
Okay, so the whole foundation's built on a lie. I can't with this couple. She's trying. She's really doing her damnness, but he's sitting back. All he's doing is sitting on a bench being like, oh, how did it go? And she's like, well, I'll tell you how it go, or I'll tell you how it went. Not well, bitch. During the medley, that is what she is saying. Because it didn't go well. She's trying everything she can to stay in this country so she doesn't look like a fool on national television. And he's sitting back like, I'm going to live off of you for as long as I can. Then when your visa expires, bye, Jenny.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Blooded.
Trust me. No, I read the tarot cards and I don't even read them.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
I feel, you know what I feel? First of all, I love the interest, and maybe this is why I know Jason and I love this show. It's because of the whole traveling. We're seeing the experiences of, other cultures and another part of the world. In this episode, we got to see, this, I don't know if they consider it a religion in India, but just the tradition, the chanting, the experience of that. But I, like everyone else, I was shot down when they said, oh, well, after 3 to 5 years, and mind you, I don't know if you guys have ever seen here in New York, the Hare Krishna, devotees. They're always together. Like, I was like, so how is she going to do this and then get married? I already kind of knew it wasn't going to work.
Yeah, and they said that you would have to kind of like pledge your time all day to being here. It's not. Jason, is it a yes or a no? Is this couple going to last, in your opinion? 10 years, by the way.
I don't know. I feel like they're just addicted to like the whole toxicity of it and trying to. I don't know. I feel.
It's kind of like Kempire and I.
I mean, like this guy. How old is Samit? Like 30 something.
Yeah.
Like get your life under control. Like
Yeah.
I understand there's different customs and different things that happen in India. I'm well aware, but get it under control. Figure something out. you know? And then on Jenny's part, it's like, how long are you going to do this?
Yeah.
You know,
That sex must be good.
I don't want to say she's old because I got accused of ageism last time, but she's older. You know what I mean? And when I am her age, which is older, I don't want to be trying to marry someone I can't marry in a foreign country. I want to be back in Palm Springs by my pool and having a drink in my hand and being with my grandchild and my daughter. And you know what I mean? Like that's,
but
I just think it's like,
but wait, isn't that a reason? Doesn't that say something to you that she's going through all of this for Submit?
no, because whatever Social Security or benefits she's going to get, TLC probably pays a little bit better. So she's just going to keep it going.
Oh, please.
You know?
TLC's not paying garbage.
Well, I know they don't pay like any other network.
Well, look, TLC is not paying a lot, but it's still more than Social Security, which says a lot about our country. So,
well, amen.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go on to the next couple, guys, because Kempire could go on about this couple all day. So we're gonna talk about the next couple. I have to bring them up, Ellie and Victor. So, Ellie and Victor, I'm rooting for Ellie. I don't like Victor. And I have to tell you,
we don't know him yet.
No, I know him. I've met many men like him. Okay. Many men in my lifetime and my past lifetimes.
What?
Victor is a cheater and a lie. Okay. Oh gosh, maybe I should have eaten before I came on here. But the whole point is Victor has cheated on your ass, and now you're over here forgiving him. And he said that this woman has been kicked off the island. I know, Ellie. I know you're slinging pizzas, girl. But you went to school. You're not stupid. How? Why are you letting this man bamboozle you? He's charming. He's good looking. He's got the charisma, and she's falling for it. Am I wrong, Kempire? You can bury me all day. Am I wrong?
Look. She's slinging pizzas, and he's slinging something else. But we have to remember, though, in this episode, there's a Category 5 hurricane. She's worried about him. We find out, not only lost her husband, she lost her parents, too. I feel for Ellie. I want Ellie to be in love, but I don't know if it's with Victor.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think it's with Victor either. But I think I said this last time. I think maybe this is something she needs to go through in order to kind of get over her I don't know, her past a little bit. You know, maybe this is the excitement she needs, the lesson she needs, the thing she needs. She's a smart woman. She has a successful business. Yeah, I'm rooting for her. But we haven't seen Victor yet, so not a lot of him anyway. So I want to see where that.
We saw a lot of him. Did you see him in that sarong in the kitchen?
I'm just worried about where all her money is going to this house, and now Hurricane 5 is coming in. You know,
that money's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, and you know, I understand where everyone is saying she's lost so many people in her life, and she's hopeful. She's a hopeless romantic. I get that part, you know, but I just hate to see people being taken advantage of. And I think that this is one of those cases. And also, like I said in one of our last lives, I feel like eventually down the road, she'll see, even though she's out there looking for that love and that companionship, that she has a whole foundation of that at home. It's just not the kind who's like waking up to you in the morning with the morning breath saying, good morning.
Not the morning breath.
Yeah,
not the morning breath.
They get you. Yeah, Kempire. Stay single.
Oh, why does that feel like a dig? Why does that?
I don't know why. Why does that feel like a dig to me?
It's not a dig to anybody.
Anybody.
Kempire is being a real Lisa Rinna.
Okay. Poor Lisa.
All right. So I'm rooting for them. I just don't think that this relationship is technically going to work out because you're starting off with knowing this man has cheated on you. And I don't think that goes away overnight. And even like she said multiple times, like, you'll be paying for this for a long time. You're going to have to really make me feel special. He's already like, all right, girl, well, is this FaceTime over? Because I have 3 others on the line. That's him.
Why are you bashing this man so badly?
I want to see it first.
This poor guy is in a Category 5 hurricane. She has not heard from him.
But we know she has by the end of the episode. He's okay. His family made it. And I feel sorry for anyone who didn't. But I've also, listen, living with Jason's a category 5 hurricane. Okay. So I sympathize with you. But at the end of the day, that category 5 hurricane doesn't take away. Did it blow away your cheating habits? No.
It may have changed his perspective on life. We don't know what he went through during that hurricane and what he values now after that category. Why am I don't know why I'm defending this.
I'll tell you what it did. It blew the X back onto the island. That's what it did.
Oh.
Yeah, it did.
No, it blew them all off the island, and now they're together wherever he is.
Okay. Well, a great segue here is a couple that shouldn't be together that still is together, which I don't understand because this couple doesn't even like each other.
Oh.
Kempire, do you have a guess?
Yes, it's the one that you mixed up with Timothy and Miller.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Corey and Evelyn.
This is so hard to watch.
They're so hard to watch. We all agree on that. Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, show some love. But Corey and Evelyn. Corey tries bringing out his sister's old raggedy prom dress.
What? That would be, I'd be done. That would be it. If the sisters already didn't like you, now they hate you.
It's
and now
like
your fiance is going to, oh no, I'm sorry, not fiance. Your wife that you already married hates you for already marrying her and then bringing your sister's old prom dress. Like, what is that?
And chasing the kitty cat over there in Peru.
Right.
So, he's also a dirty little snake in the grass, and I don't like him. I'm not a fan of cheaters, if you can't tell, Kempire.
We couldn't tell.
Yeah. Not a fan of cheaters. And he is a cheating little snake in the grass who tried to take his pants off and go elsewhere other than home. And we saw this, and now we know about it.
Hold on. Wait a minute. They were broken up.
They were
broken up, and she hates him.
Yeah, well,
you know, and I understand. I mean, he looks like, I mean, you saw photos of him from a few years ago. You're like, oh, you're a decent looking guy. Now you see photos of him. You're like, you are stressed the F out. Get the hell out of that relationship. It doesn't work for either one of you. She hates you. Her family hates you. Do you want to live the rest of your life like that? Listen, like, if Adam's family hated me, I wouldn't want to be staying with Adam.
I mean, that's still in question.
No, it's not in question, actually. Wow. Sometimes they question your ass. Somebody else.
I'm just kidding. No, you lucked out with my family. Your family better like me, because if they don't,
they love you.
I'm not going to.
You know that.
You'll see a whole hell of a lot of me, guys. So, with that, Kempire, don't look so scared. Okay, you're not Sutton.
What did I walk into?
All right. No, getting back to it. Corey ended up buying, he didn't buy shit. He got a prom dress from his sister, and the sisters read through it right away. They're like, this is a prom dress. He's like, it's, you like it. It could be worn at, the wedding. And she's like, why is there a hole in the bottom of it and it's dirty? You didn't even bother to get this dry clean before you brought it to her. You could have done it in the States. And it's almost like an insult. Do you feel like just because she's living in Ecuador that she's going to be grateful and happy that you brought her this prom dress? Someone gave him bad advice. I'm blaming the mother here.
The mother?
Yeah. Thank God it wasn't Mullet Mom and not Mike and Natalie, but I'm blaming the mom.
I feel like that part, though, is a little pre-produced. I do think that part was a little pre-produced. I don't know how authentic that particular scene was. But because I don't think I was about to call him Tim. I don't think Corey is that dumb. I'm going to probably mix up their names this entire season. Because that's how boring they are, too. They're not an interesting couple to watch. Their scenes are not entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cringy. Almost as much as, well, I'll wait till you get to them, but,
I'm team the sisters who are just so vocal about not liking him. And watching Evelyn try on wedding dresses, she was so uncomfortable. She didn't want to be there. And she's like, I have news for you. And they're thinking like, oh God, you're with child. And she's like, no, we're already married.
I mean, that could be why she was uncomfortable trying on a wedding dress. Like, why do you didn't even want to get married. She even said it herself. She didn't want to get married. So now that she is married, like, why are we doing the whole charade of the wedding dress thing? Yeah,
I think it's, Kempire, would you go wedding dress shopping if you didn't want to get married?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be with the person that's wanting me to do something that I don't want to do. But she's already done it.
Yeah, Evelyn, that's true too. So take that little bitter half-ass smirk and go on, girl. You already got married.
Get off our show.
Get off our show.
I feel like I need a break. You know, like, cause we saw a lot of
I was about to say we just
the
got
couples. No. We saw a lot of the couples. The whatever I'm calling the first episode, which is the second, and then like this, they kind of changed it up a little bit. But I don't miss Corey and Evelyn. I really don't care.
Yeah.
It's just miserable. It's just like a miserable negative space. Like, just call it a day.
I wouldn't say Corey necessarily is the negative one. It's
Right, but go
Evelyn.
to Peru. Bring the other girl on the show. Let's try something else.
Do you want to
Maybe
put them
that's
in the
what's
same
gonna
trash box that you're throwing these two into?
Oh, damn.
No, they get their own.
Okay.
Did you see their teeth without the veneers?
No, oh, yes. Yes, I did.
Like,
Yes, I did. I have. And okay. But to be fair, anybody who gets veneers, they shave down your teeth. So if you guys don't know, now you know. That's true.
And also, don't get veneers if you can't invest in them, meaning that long term, you know, 'cause
Yep.
every once in a while you have to get them fixed or changed. And if you can't afford that, you will have itty bitty looking teeth.
you'll have an itty bitty bank account too.
Compared to you,
They're
veneers?
expensive.
No, no, I don't.
you have a big, pretty white smile.
Thank you, but no.
No veneers. Okay. Just wondering. Gosh, I'm not trying to put you on the spot over here. Okay.
Imagine if I didn't. I lied.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That'd be
Oh!
great. Fantastic.
I knew that was coming.
All right.
I'm
So we're going
insulted that you're connecting me with Renna of all people.
I mean, let's keep it moving.
Oh,
All right. So our next couple that we have on here is our favorite Mormon, and he wants more men. Did you guys get that? I'm just kidding. I stole that from
we
a
don't
comment.
know yet. We don't know yet.
Hi,
you
Stephen.
stole that
And
from
Alina.
who?
What?
I mean, it's cute.
She is cute.
She's cute, and she's even cuter when she's over here. Like, let's find his ass on an episode of Cheaters.
Right?
I didn't expect that. I was like, look at Alina producing great television.
Yeah,
Right.
I actually appreciated this scene when she is trying to pull this off, because I'm like, listen, if you're about to go to Turkey, he's going to stick you in an apartment by yourself, and then he's going to go stay at a hostel after saying or asking that he can date other women. Yeah, girl, you need to set him up on an app and try to catch a cheater. And if you want to learn how cheaters behave, well, go ask Corey or Victor, because they can tell you.
Oh, damn. Or Submit.
I don't know if anybody would cheat with Submit.
Submit cheated on his wife with Jenny.
Oh, yeah, you cheating, little lying, dirty
That is
hamster.
so gross.
Fine.
Gosh.
It happened.
Little snake in the grass. God, they're all cheaters. Okay. Well, from what we know, Steven has a big secret, and he has hooked up with other people in the past. We don't know the sex, the gender. We don't know nothing about these other people, and we're waiting to find out for sure. But Steven is packing his bags. He wants to use the bathroom one more time, eat a couple snacks, relax for a second, have a moment of prayer before he catches his flight in the next 30 minutes. Yeah, he did.
Not a moment of prayer.
Yeah.
A Mary prayer.
Yes, he did.
You know, it's so crazy. Like, the thing is Alina is going to be pissed either way. Whoever he had a relationship with, or not a relationship, sexual relations with, she's going to be pissed because he has come off as, I'm pure. My religion is this. I want to follow the law of chastity. I want to be clean and pure when we get married. So either way, she's pissed.
Yeah.
Okay. I just really want to know, like, there are so many red flags for what those sexual relations could be. And I don't want to speculate because, like, we've been talking about other things on different shows. If you haven't revealed anything, whatever. But at the same time, like, this is just looking weird.
This is my thing for this. You're going to tell this woman that you have had sexual relations with other partners, and then you're going to tell her that you can't live with her. So you're going to leave her in Turkey, in a country she's not familiar with, by herself, where she's a beautiful girl, right? So that could be dangerous for her. I mean, I don't know Turkey, but it could be dangerous for you in Turkey and China and Russia and America. Like you going somewhere that you're not familiar with, that could be dangerous for you anywhere, especially if you look like you don't know your surroundings, you don't fit in there, you don't speak the language. It's just, right? It's not necessarily like the best circumstances. So you're going to reveal all of this and then take your behind to the hostel? Steven?
I mean, let's be honest. The hostel is probably more dangerous than her apartment.
Right, but it's not Alina staying at the hostel, and he really should be staying there. Steven?
I'm still interested because he's great for television. Just seeing him, we didn't get a lot of him this episode, but just seeing him get ready to leave and just his weird quirkiness is just always so entertaining to watch.
We better get whatever it is next episode, though, because I was waiting for some kind of movement in their storyline, and they kind of just like held us in place for this episode. But I'm really curious because, like he said before, he's had sexual relations and some that the church doesn't approve of, and I don't know what that means. Like, what does that mean? Being, raised Mormon, I could only guess what that means from my own experience. Huh?
Kempire said they didn't say that.
I watched it twice. I don't remember where they said that, but someone else said it in the comments. So I was like, maybe I missed it because I also missed when Whitney Rose dropped the cake the third time.
Oh, you have to get woke.
Well, I think Steven's about to drop the cake. My God.
Yeah. Well, Steven already beat up the cake. Now he's about to drop the cake and he's going to do everything else in between.
Oh my God.
Okay. Let's keep it moving. Before I do, Kempire, Steven, and Alina, I just want a prediction here. What is going to happen next?
Oh, what's going to happen next? They're going to Turkey and they're going to entertain us. We're going to love the awkwardness of Steven with a V and them together. That's going to be entertaining for at least the next 2 or 3 episodes. He's going to confess whatever he has, whatever his dark secrets are, but they're not going to make it.
Okay. No, because she is waiting for him. She is staying pure, with him to, she is doing her part as a partner for someone who wants to move forward to get married and to kind of, take on some of his religious values and views where like, I would be pissed if I found that out. I'm sitting here waiting for you being pure. Like all these hot Russian men are running around behind me. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like,
and I'm waiting for your little fool. And she's no fool because I think we thought she was, innocent and gullible a little bit. But in this episode, we see that she is not a fool. She's like, let's get him.
Yeah, she is. She's like, get him. Yeah, you're right. All right. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I do think that this will be entertaining, to say the least. But probably not as entertaining as this next scene that we got on 90 Day Fiance the other way.
Yeah. Oh. That was so uncomfortable.
And Leonardo. How do you
Leandro?
Whatever. Leandro. No, just kidding. Binyam and Leandro. How did I butcher that? Still, I'm not kidding. I need food. Binyam and Leandro. This was interesting to me because he's really trying to test Leandro as to why you're here, why you're talking to my wife, why were you staying in her house in the States, why is she getting emotional, what's really going on? But while he's questioning his wife and wondering if she's been cheating, especially when she was 5 months pregnant, come to find out, Bidium, you dug your own grave. Because after his little fight back and forth with Leandro, and him putting Leandro in a chokehold, which I thought, oh shit, Binyam's about to end your ass, he invites his girlfriend out. She's beautiful, she's stunning, she was his dance partner, and Ariela has a question. Why do you think you guys didn't work out? And she's like, I think he wasn't faithful. This is one of those classic moments of someone trying to portray on you what they are feeling inside or deflect because they've done something, so they think you're going to do something. So I'm a dirty little hamster snake in the grass cheater, so I think you're going to be a dirty little hamster snake in the grass cheater. Bidium, no. God, these men are not on my good list.
Right? You're really coming for them today.
Yeah, I'm not here for the men. I'm team women today.
We need to do this earlier again.
Yeah.
Make sure that you get something to eat.
Yeah. Okay. So, Kimpire, what did you think about Bidium and Ariela? And what do you think about this dynamic? Leandro being there, them boxing back and forth, showing their masculinity, and then inviting the girlfriend as a tit for tat.
I was actually entertained by them this week. Here's the thing. I honestly feel like very much like Evelyn feels about Corey. I don't think there's magic or chemistry she hates Binyam. I think she just got pregnant and she feels like, this is the right thing to do. I think she's still in love with Leandro.
Yeah, I agree.
As she should be. He's a little bit more likable than Binyam.
I honestly, I agree. And I feel like Binyam, he has a lot of red flags for me. Like the not working, and I understand COVID and stuff like that, so it's harder, but then working like 7-8 jobs and still not being able to supply as much, like that would be hard for me, coming from Ariela's background of just knowing my parents were doctors. It's a total change of life. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It would just be harder, I feel like, to adapt from coming from this upper scale lifestyle to a more modest lifestyle, as opposed to going from like Erica Girardi dancing in the club to Miss Girardi if you're nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Not Miss Girardi.
Oh my gosh, you're nasty.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So I think for Ariela, she's given a lot to this relationship. And then Bidium, when the pandemic is going on, he's running around and she doesn't know, where the hell are you? And you have no reason to run around because, well, nothing's open. So where are you, Bidium?
I don't see the future for this couple because we found out in this episode that she basically was still married to Leandro when she got pregnant with Binyam. And Leandro says that they broke up on and off, all the time. So in Leandro's mind, even though she's off in the world, seeing the world, they're going to get back together. So a part of him, I think, is still in love with her as well.
Okay.
Justice for their love.
Well, CC Fancy Nails said the ex is beautiful and Ari is weird. And I think Ari feels trapped a little now. But the way she kept Leandro on the back burner, just in case, was low. I agree with that.
Yep.
I agree with that. Jason?
I don't see this working out at all unless, 90 Days playing some kind of casting situation where we're going to bring in Leandro and maybe Binyam's ex, and maybe we can try something out about her. It doesn't matter. So did they all, so
ain't that the truth?
It's so obvious. Like even look at, in regards to your poll, what the highest answer is. It's so obvious that she is completely in love with Leandro. It's kind of obvious that he kind of really cares that much. Listen, if you said, Adam, that you want to go visit, we're a couple, and you want to go visit your ex in Ethiopia, I'm not going to say yes or be cool with that. Like there is something there that
I'm going to tell you I'm going to mom's house. I'm going to stamp that passport and take my ass to Ethiopia. I'm just kidding.
Of course, I mean, she makes the bed. Okay, like if her wasn't dressing up and going to get a manicure enough, when Binyam realizes like, why are you making the bed so nice? And she's just, I wanted to impress you with my bed making skills. No, you didn't. Like this is so obvious. It's so uncomfortable and weird.
Do you think she got out of the sheets with Leandro?
I think she did when she was visiting wherever.
Oh, when she was 5 months pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, someone said, I saw one of the fans say, well, actually, I saw a back and forth, like a dispute. Someone said people don't sleep with other people's pregnant girlfriends and wives. And I was sitting there thinking, I had a friend in high school. She was pregnant. And no offense, like she's great now. I haven't talked to her in like a few years. But I remember when she was pregnant, she was still sleeping with the whole football team. So just to be fair, you can't say that doesn't happen because it could happen. She's still human. She has.
Listen, someone in the chat brought up a good point too. It's not just her ex; it's her ex-husband. So,
yes.
and that's also years. Like that's right. This is my point. It's just, maybe I don't know.
Ryan Round said, and
I'm still shocked that she's still in Ethiopia. So the fact that she's still there, I'm like, well, maybe there's something.
Those pedicures are cheaper. Maybe she likes it.
You know what? I'm getting.
Okay. Ryan Round said, Encian is gorgeous. Binyam only hooked up with Ari because she's an American. It makes you wonder, but then also he's not trying to go to America, so that makes you wonder too, a little bit. Also, I just want to bring this up really quick because I appreciate you. CC Fancy Nails, I've literally done nothing this afternoon but watch Jason, Adam, and Kimpire videos. Hey,
thank you.
Oh.
We appreciate you.
We're keeping you busy because there's a lot.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, so your prediction for how, because we see in the upcoming episode where Ariela is sitting down with Leandro and Bidium and his sisters who do not really, they act like they don't like Ariela. And honestly, to be fair, I'm super biased when it comes to my family. Like when I meet my sister's boyfriends or my brother's girlfriends, like I'm like, so what are we doing here? Like, let's be real. And they're like, oh, hey, I've heard so much great shit about you. I'm like, skip the cotton candy bull. What are your intentions? Oh. So I get where Bidium's sisters are coming from, just to be fair. I get it. But she is coming off a little sketch when she's like, I'm walking away. Is anyone coming with me? And the sisters are like, oh, what do you want him to go with you? Your ex-husband? I was like, oh, Ariela, you walked yourself into that one, girl. Sisters don't like your ass for a reason.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so. She's.
I wouldn't if I was Binyam's sister, I wouldn't like her either. Why is your ex-husband here? This is so weird.
It's weird.
How is no one know? Like, how does no one see that? It's crystal clear.
Weird, but it's so good for us.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another reason. Like, you think it's such an insult, but like Rinna loves drama too.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. If I catch something, then I just want to point it out. That way, I'm like, there's a little bit of credibility when I give.
I just need Ari to own it.
Yes, we need Ari to own it, but will she?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay, our last couple for today. We love them. Oh, I don't have so much to say about them. I'm trying to be nice. Kenneth,
did you have a photo or anything? I thought you had a photo.
I will.
That was I'm like, where is the last couple we're talking about?
Kenneth and Armando.
Bad hair.
Kenneth, I feel bad for, and I feel bad for him because he has lived his whole life. And mind you, he's an adult. He makes his own decisions. He, put himself in this situation. But Kenneth, you can tell, is extremely homesick. And while he's here for Armando and Armando's daughter, she's beautiful. They're teaching each other Spanish and English. And he seems like he's going to be a great step parent. It just looks like, this man knew a whole life before getting with Armando, of living in Florida, being in the neighborhoods where they really celebrate LGBTQIA+, having his kids and his grandkids, having a career. He had.
You could say the same thing about Armando too. He was married for how long? 8 years.
Yeah, but Armando was living a lie.
Damn.
God.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm not. That came off harsher than what I meant. But he obviously loved her as the mother of his daughter, and it's. I'm not even going to joke about this. It's devastating that she passed away. Yeah. But for him,
how she passed away.
Yeah.
Well, she was, but you could tell he was really like struggling with himself. And I think a lot of people can understand that. So for him, I don't think he left as much as opposed to Kenny, because Kenny was living his most authentic life. His family knew who he was. He knew who he was. His friends knew who he was. And Armando, he couldn't be the same way. He didn't come out until the cameras came around. No. He couldn't share that because they wouldn't have him around. So I don't think he was leaving behind as much necessarily as Kenny was. And we're still in Mexico.
Yeah.
I do have to say, I think, aren't they going to Armando's house with Kenny's daughter?
And the dad just so conveniently went to the store.
He's shopping. Yeah. I think that would be great for Armando's dad to see his daughter, and just hear how much of a father he has been. I do think that both Kenny and Armando have sacrificed things for one another. I do think now, Kenny is feeling kind of like, I don't know if Mexico is the place. And I see Armando, if the time is right and they're ready to maybe transition over to the States for a little while. I know there's different things that happen with gay marriage, and also you're taking a kid as well. But I don't know. I feel like they both make sacrifices for each other, and they didn't really grow on me like the first time I saw them, but I'm really, really enjoying them right now.
Well, at least someone is. Go ahead, Kimber.
God.
No, I have to say these last couple of episodes with Kenny and Armando, I tear up every time I see them. I tear up probably more than Kenny does, which is like, because you know what? I feel for Kenny because he did leave a life. He left an entire life where he had family and friends and most importantly, his family. And they are very special to him. They actually have a very strong bond, even with his grandkids. So I get his struggle, and he's not telling Armando that he's probably very depressed that he's left that part of himself behind. And I know one of the comments that I'm always seeing is that why didn't Armando come to the States? And that could be a variety of different reasons, but also it's probably easier for Kenny if they want to be together to go to Mexico as opposed to trying to. We've seen the process. We watched 90 Day. It's a process. It could take a few years before he could actually come to the United States.
But wouldn't it be worth that process to have her around like a big family because like, again, he can go around his family, but he's not going to be celebrated. They're all looking at him like he has like a third eye, so it's
also like, I understand keeping the daughter there too, to be closer to Armando's family, but how often do we see Armando's family? How often does Armando see his family? He's even said it's like less and less.
Right.
It might be healthy. I think it's really cool the way they're raising her. It might be great for her to go, see Kenny's big family and be a part of that as well.
I agree.
And maybe they are working on it. Maybe they're doing what we've seen other 90-day couples do. Let's get married first, and then we'll work on the fiance visa or something like that.
Right.
I hope so. I really do, because I would love to see them. I would love to see them go to the U.S. and then have her be around, because again, his whole family, and I'm not picking sides here, but it's just obvious from what we see. His whole family really celebrates him and celebrates like being together and the love and, just the moment. That's what we've seen of his family. And I think it would be great for Armando's daughter to get to witness that, be a part of that. And she's just so innocent and happy right now at this stage in her life. Like, it would be great to kind of get her in while she's young and just to see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think like maybe we'll get a trip? Do they do that on 90 Day Fiance the other way? Like, wouldn't it be fun?
Like
I know, like a little cast trip, Kenny and Armando cast trip to Florida to introduce, his daughter.
I think the family might come to Mexico more.
That would be cool.
They'll come for the wedding for sure. They'll come for the wedding for sure. Okay. Well, with that, guys, those were all of the couples that we watched this past episode. But of course, we know there are more, right? Who am I missing?
Who are we missing?
I know. That is bad.
We are missing a couple.
Who are we?
We didn't see one the entire time.
Yeah.
Anyone in the chat?
No, that's all of them. That's all of them.
Serious?
Oh, here we go. So we have Ellie and Victor, Alina and Smith.
Not Jihoon. Who put that in the chat?
No, they've been over.
Oh no, that was all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I think
and
we're
they're
missing someone?
This goes back to my theory when we talk about Housewives, when they're like, "Oh, we need a lot of." No, you need interesting stories. You need interesting people, and you don't need a huge cast of people if they're interesting by themselves.
Well, I do want to I want to get everybody pumped because we have big news, guys. We have one of our very own joining the cast of 90 Day Fiance the other way. Without further ado, let me bring him up. Here he is. Kempire.
Oh my God.
I'm not. You told me.
I wonder what kind of missionary visa you can get in the Netherlands. You should look that up when you're over there.
No, it's harder to migrate over there. No,
you can get a work visa and work with the space cakes.
Here you go. No, I am not migrating to Europe. I'm going just for vacation. If I fall in love, they will have to come over here because my daytime talk show will be here in New York.
How do you know you're going to fall in love in 2 weeks?
You never know. I dwell in possibility.
Oh, he's one of those glass half empty kind of guys. I hate that.
You got that wrong too.
I'm just kidding. But so wait, I do have a few questions because I'm curious about this trip of yours. What hotel are you staying at?
What? Say it again.
What hotel are you staying at?
Really? I'm not saying
No.
hotel.
Hostel?
No. I am too grown to be staying in a hostel.
We thought Stephen with the V was too.
He's young. I mean, I get it. If I was in my 20s, I would.
That's different. When you're by yourself, you're backpacking or whatever.
He's by himself.
When you're younger than we are.
Empire is young. He's vibrant. Don't take
Yes,
this
no.
away from him.
I have my luxuries that I need.
Okay.
We're younger, but also at the same time we've had a young life, so now it's time to be comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't want to stay in a hostel now at my age.
No.
See, me, I would sleep in the back of a hippie bus.
You fall asleep anywhere. You don't fall asleep cooking.
Oh my god.
That's true.
What?
That is true. Cooking and watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians as I'm like spinning the skillet and I'm like
Trying to make Kim Kardashian's recipe from Cooking with Paris or whatever.
Yeah, I try, guys. Okay, so legitimately,
This house is crazy. You have no idea.
There's a lot of shit happening around here, just to be fair. Again, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, show some love. Emily D. Baker's in the room. Hello, Emily D. Baker. Jason, I am with you. Comfort first.
Apps 100%.
I
Emily
think
D.
even in my
Baker.
20s, though, I don't think I would have done a hostel. To be honest.
Yeah, well, no, I'm totally kidding. I would never do a hostel. I'm not
Lies.
sleeping in the back of it. No, I wouldn't. I would not. Ask Jason. No.
Until you saw those prices of hotels in Europe.
Trust me, I would have that whole shit booked before I even left. Because if I'm the kind of person, I need to know what I'm spending before I go, and then I allocate money to dinner, drinks, and what I want to buy. But I need to know that hotel cost.
I think even then you would be like, oh my God, this is like, I could do this with this money. Trust me. But it's worth it. It's worth it.
Are you staying at different hotels or one hotel the whole time?
Why are you?
No idea.
I'm not staying at a hotel. I'm staying at Airbnb.
Are you staying at one Airbnb
Yes. Why?
for 2 weeks
Yeah.
with a
You
friend?
might get a
With
visitor.
a friend? No, with me, myself, and I, like Beyonce says.
Is it like in the city?
Yes.
Oh,
I can't stay further out. No.
So it's like walking distance to bars and stuff.
Yeah, because you know, I love to drink.
Well, good restaurants, good music, live music.
Yes, and there's tons of art to see in Amsterdam. There's so many really great things to do in Amsterdam and nearby cities. So I will be traveling to nearby cities.
Okay, you're gonna take the train.
Possibly. I've done that before. I've done that from Amsterdam.
I apologize. I need to get Adam to Europe, okay? Because when I took him out of the country, I took him to Southeast Asia, and that didn't go over so well. We lived there for 5.5 months. Yeah, I think, but he would enjoy this. Like even the other day, what were we watching? I don't know, something on TV was like there was some kind of train in Europe, and he's like, "Are the trains that nice in Europe?" I'm like, "Yes, that's how people get around."
Oh my
God. And
God.
there's some really nice train lines in Europe that I would also like to.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So guys, the interrogation of Kempire is over. We tried getting information. We don't know where his Airbnb is. He's not getting good.
I'll be streaming live from there. So
And we
stay
don't
tuned.
know who may or may not be staying with him because
No one.
you could meet a friend. I know you're talking about Art, but
Oh my
What?
there's
Goodness.
also European men named Art. Okay, Artem.
I don't like
I'm
that
picking
name.
up what you're putting down. I got this. All right.
Artem? You mean like Archim? Like
I actually don't know what that means.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right. With that, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys to everyone in the live chat and the mods and for the super chat. Appreciate you guys. And also Emily D. Baker. We know you're on the West Coast. So thank you so much for joining us. We love you. And I can't wait to talk to you about Salt Lake City, by the way. I will text you after this. Before we go, guys, can you let us know where we can find you besides Amsterdam?
I'm gonna let Jason go first.
Okay, I'll go first. So I can
Oh my God,
get
wait a
this
minute.
over
Can I
with.
just say really quick before Jason does that, that is a very Renna needs a moment at the end kind of thing to do.
What?
My God.
Last
I'm gonna
word.
get into it.
Well, listen, since I am not Rena, I will go first. Yeah, you guys
Go on,
can find me
Erica.
at Down with Jason. I'm still a relatively new channel. I really appreciate everyone who has, came and subscribed and watched some videos. We'll talk anything from pop culture, reality TV, royal news, and even we did some fashion today. Who knew? But we went over some Met Gala looks. So if you want to go ahead and take a look at that, but please come and subscribe, like, all those fun things.
Cece said, "I know where you all are. I stalk your pages."
Oh.
I saw CC in the chat earlier.
Cece, that's what we're trying to find out where his Airbnb is, because we're about to.
I might do a meetup when I'm in Amsterdam. So if you're in Europe and you want to meet me in Amsterdam,
He likes art. Go ahead, Kempire.
silly guys, you can follow me. Subscribe to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. And be sure to subscribe to my podcast, Kempire Radio, on all podcast platforms. Thank you, guys. First of all, I want to say thank you to Adam for being so flexible with my crazy schedule today. Thank you, because I had to talk about this.
Hey, thank you for just even saying that, because I'm not the Lisa Rinna type who's going to ask you to thank me twice. So I appreciate that. That was no, honestly, Kempire, all kidding aside, guys, we all have busy schedules. Everybody's super busy, but it's fun to be flexible because it makes for a better show for everyone watching. And while Jason and I we watched the show, so we could have done this. When I messaged you yesterday, I understand that you have things going on. And the first thing that Jason said too was, Kempire wants to push it back. Let's push it back. We both agreed on it.
Well, I mean, it's fun to sit here and talk with each other about it instead of text each other. You know what I mean? It's nice that I want to thank you guys for letting me join you guys, because otherwise we'd just be sitting there texting every now and then. It's nice to see you guys face to face and have this conversation, I think.
Jason, I'm actually taking the Rinna stance on that. You can give me 2 thank yous for that shit.
Lord.
I'm just kidding. God, everyone thinks they're a comedian around here.
I'll give you 2 drinks and a Benadryl so you can leave me alone for the rest of the night.
He does that shit, by the way. Hold on. He also gets me with melatonin and tells me it's a vitamin. So to get you. He's like,
do that to me before.
I'm like, why doesn't it look like a Flintstone? And he's like, well, it's not the same vitamin. I got these from Trader Joe's. Then it's melatonin, and I wake up feeling groggy and drunk. And he's like, no, it's a glass of champagne. I'm like, I've never felt like that after a glass of champagne.
No, yes, you have.
Not one. Okay. All right. Amira, you guys make a great panel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kempire. Thank you, Jason. Guys, if you're not following them, go in the description of this video. You can find Kempire's channel and Jason at Down with Jason. Make sure you give them likes, subscribes, and everything in between, because it's important for the algorithm. We're all doing the same thing, and we will be back together to collaborate on not only 90 Day, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Potomac, Salt Lake City, and so much more. So until next time, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.